Wayne from the CERN Earth and Space Center here. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Orion Nebula, which you can see right behind me here. Now, the Orion Nebula is one of the brightest nebulae in the sky. Very easy to spot. You can see it with the naked eye if you have dark enough skies. I'm going to show you how and where to find it in the sky. So if you have those nice dark skies, you can see it. But if you're around the city of Chicago like we are, or another bright location, you could just bring out some nice binoculars. You'll still be able to get some great views of this bright nebula in the sky. So let's load up our sky simulator and take a look at how to find the Orion Nebula. So here we are standing in front of the CERN Earth and Space Center at Triton College in River Grove, Illinois. We have our date set to November 20th and the time set to 10 o'clock at night. It'll be nice and dark outside and Orion will be visible. We're facing towards the west right now, looking at the CERN Earth and Space Center. But if we turn around about 180 degrees and face towards the east, then we'll see a nice bright Orion in the sky. You can see the bright stars that make up his shoulders and his feet, and the three bright stars that make up his belt. All those make Orion very easy to spot in the sky. Bring up his shape right here. And once you find that shape, if you look just underneath his belt, right over in this area, then you'll be able to see a few bright stars and kind of a cloudy looking part of the sky. Now here, with all of our light pollution, it's a little bit hard to see that. But if you have nice dark skies, and I'll turn off our atmosphere so we get perfectly dark skies, then you can see a few very bright stars in that area and this nice cloudy part. And if we zoom in to that part, you'll see that that cloudy part gets a little bit bigger. And that is the Orion Nebula. A nebula is the Latin word for cloud, and a nebula is just a cloud of gas and dust in outer space, and many of them, like the Orion Nebula here, are what we call stellar nurseries. These are the places in outer space where new stars and solar systems are being born. The Orion Nebula is one of the most studied of these, and it's a very interesting shape. We'll switch over here in just a second and take a closer look at a picture of this nebula from the Hubble Space Telescope. Now, many nebula are named after the different objects that they kind of look like in the sky. We have things like the Horsehead Nebula, which looks like a horse's head, the Flame Nebula, which looks like some outstretched flames, and things like the Crab Nebula, which doesn't really look like a crab, but to the first people to look at it through a telescope, it had a slightly different shape than we know it has now, and it did look a little bit more like a crab back then. The Orion Nebula is no different. It does have some names to it, and one of those is very topical. If we take a closer look at the photo of it here from the Hubble Space Telescope, we get a better view of that nebula. And the nickname for this cloud of gas and dust is called the Turkey Nebula. And that is a very fitting name for this time of year, with Thanksgiving just having passed us by. And if you look a little bit closer, you can kind of see it from this picture. Here we have the head of the turkey and the neck, and then you have the body and the tail feathers sticking out this way. So it's kind of facing a little bit away from us. We're looking at it side on. So if you really stretch your imagination, you could see the turkey in the Turkey Nebula of Orion. Now, it's a little bit tricky to see that sometimes, but you just need to use your imagination. And much like any of the other shapes, stars, or objects we can find in the sky, you can use your imagination and come up with all sorts of cool names. All you have to do is go out there and take a look. So once again, my name is Wayne from the CERN Earth and Space Center. I hope you enjoyed this little Thanksgiving look up into our nighttime sky. Remember to like and subscribe the video for more science content, and remember to get out there and take a look at your night skies.